We know that this is a problem, okay? But there's the hope. So this problem has been uncovered. Joyful Heart Foundation has been around for 20 years. I'm on the National Council. They're phenomenal. And they work on counting, on testing, and tracking every rape kit. They are very victim-centered, and they have done phenomenal work. And so a lot of this stuff, you have to go state to state, too. So with the actual rape kits. And they work state to state legislation, and now victims are able to actually track their rape kits in many states so they can see the progress of it. And I love that because, again, the healing journey doesn't have to just be the ultimate justice. Knowing that someone is your kit, you didn't go through all that just to have your kit sitting there. That is horrific, okay? Right. And that should not happen. So we have to keep working to change it. We have to. And the
fact that in 2023, they had kits from 2011 that still hadn't been tested is... I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, but that's important.
But is this like... So just me playing devil's advocate, I can be like, okay, we don't need to run this because she knows who it was, right? So we don't have to run this kit to get DNA. We know who this guy is. We can get it other ways, right? We can arrest him, and then if it's one of the 19 states, you can do the swab right there on a felony arrest. I could also imagine that Austin probably has a pretty good crime lab.
They do.
Podunk, Iowa probably doesn't. Right. So then that has to get sent to either the state or the federal level, which costs money, which costs other things. And then does that victim want to press charges? I would think would go into it. Right. Yes. You're not going to put it into things. But why that square peg doesn't fit into the round hole for me is your perpetrator had done this to hundreds of women. If one piece of evidence could have not only solved a litany of other crimes, but also could have prevented future crimes.
Correct.
Why aren't we doing that?
Correct. Well, it's a big problem, and there are good people working to fix it. But let me give you an example right here because it hits close to home in Texas. The border, we have a lot of police that are underfunded now, and police that have been defunded. And so you look at places like the border; they are dealing with a mass influx and a lot of crime, and there are a lot. I meet with people
just graduated their first academy class in since COVID.
Right. So the law enforcement down by the border right now, they are completely inundated and overwhelmed. So we have rape kits, thousands of them that are just sitting there. I'm not kidding you, and it's complex. It's easy to point fingers and say that we need to be doing this. Trust me, I know, but I even do it with DNA collection.